Hello Libra, Raye Turonek here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers and broadcaster of astrology. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you for being here, for lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I truly appreciate it. And in return, this information that I share with you will definitely be beneficial, I promise. My horoscopes are geared toward helping you mind, body, and soul and career. Because I am in contact with a lot of entrepreneurs, I do gear my horoscopes and astrology scopes toward your career as well, toward helping us as a collective grow and flourishing our careers. I encourage everyone who comes to Enchantress Press Astrology or who listens to my, horoscopes in general to get your chart done. It's free. You go to cafeastrology.com. You put in your time of birth, your place of birth, and your date of birth, and you can get all of the information you need. It's absolutely free. There's no reason not to learn more about yourself if it's free, definitely. Okay? It helps. I've been using it, I know, and I stand by that. Libra, that being said, your career sector is ruled by Cancer. So you want to look at the Cancer video as well as your moon sign, your sun sign, and your rising sign. Now, let's get into, if you want to learn more about Raye Turonek, just go right down to the information below the video. I have a couple of links down there that'll take you to my Amazon author page for the books and things like that. In the About section on YouTube on my channel, I have all of my links there. So you can always do that as well. So let's get into the month. This is Aquarius season. Aquarius season ranges from January 20th through February 18th. Okay? The fixed air sign of Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. It's the planet of freedom, revolutionary progress, science, originality, among other things. Aquarians are naturally inquisitive and have a knack for intellectual conversation, but they can be unpredictable and aloof. Unpredictability, hence being ruled by Uranus, the planet, of unpredictability. That's what they call it. So expect some shocks this season. Between January 20th and February 18th. Expect it. They can be good shocks as well. Trust me. So let's all channel our inner Aquarius by exerting our independence, being bold, being brilliant. Increase your humanitarian efforts at this time, please, because we are in turmoil and going through too much negativity. So if you can help in any way, do it. By all means, that karma comes back to you. Trust me. This season also reminds us to be more social and show our friends how eclectic we can be. And while you're out there networking, be sure and network with positive people that will open you up to new ideas, new positive people, new positive places, and new positive things. Because Aquarius is all about the experience. So let's make it a positive one, right? Okay. Now, that being said, we're going to get into the major transits. I apologize. This is like I'm 8 videos in, so my voice is going. Now, Uranus ended its retrograde in Taurus. It's forward now since January the 11th. Uranus in Taurus reigns over your values, your money, your resources. All of those things are able to grow now. They have permission to grow now. They're going forward. Now, currently, it's toggling between 2 and 6 degrees of Taurus. In May, it'll go past 6 degrees. But right now, we're focused right now, where we are. So it's between 2 and 6 degrees. So any positions you have in Taurus between 2 and 6 degrees, you're going to experience those shifts more than everybody else. In addition to that, there's an opposition to Capricorn, Cancer, and Libra, you. So if you have any of those signs in that degree between 2 and 6, look to where you have those in your chart. That's where you're going to experience those shifts more so than others. Capricorn, Cancer, and Libra. Okay. Now the sun is in two different, we have to deal with two different aspects this month because it starts off in Aquarius. Okay. The free thinking objective sign. And then it'll go into Pisces on February 19th to where we'll become more emotional, more deep thinking, not so heady, a little more heart. So that's where we're going this go round. Mercury, the planet of communication and skills, leaves the sign of Capricorn to move into Aquarius on Friday, January 31st. Okay, so like I said, that prompts us to be free thinking and objective. But then on February 3rd, that's when it's going to go into Pisces. That's when we're going to get into our emotions, into our deep feels, into our dreamy side. Things get a bit murky once we get there in Pisces. Now, the retrograde in Aquarius is in Aquarius and it's in Pisces at 12 degrees. It lasts from February 17th to March 10th. Some people say the 16th because I think it's at like 11:57 p.m. But either way, you still have the shadow period. So it's going to be affecting you during the 16th to like March 10th. Okay, so that can stir up communication brought about by insecurities. Be honest with yourself at this time, Libra. Do not project your insecurities onto other people, and do not allow other people to project their insecurities onto you. Period. That's going to be what that's about, okay? Try to avoid signing contracts during the retrograde. I ward against it because, more information comes out afterwards. If you have to, read the fine print. Make sure you have those clauses in there. If you're getting married during the retrograde, get a prenup. I mean, really, you really need to, I hate to say that. I don't want to tell you how to work your relationship, but I just ward against getting into things during the retrograde, okay? Now, one of my coworkers told me to explain it a little better, and I'll explain it like this. When Mercury's going retrograde, it goes this way, and then it turns back this way. It's not going to actually go backwards, but it's going to be facing backwards. And it's the planet of communication and skills. It rules those areas. So if communication is about the past, you don't want to be going this way. I mean, you always want to move forward, but you don't want to be zooming that way, signing contracts when communication is going left. Communication is going left. It's not going right. Okay? So, that being said, you want to wait until afterwards, think things through, make the right decisions. Not to mention, you're going to have to worry about all of this emotion from Pisces coming in on the 19th, clouding everything, clouding everybody's judgment, and making people more emotional and making decisions from their emotions as opposed to making heady decisions, So the exes can't come back in the picture right now. You'll be revisiting things past. You'll be redoing work that you've already submitted. You'll be going back over things. This is the time for taxes. You're going back over last year so you can get everything straightened out, okay? So don't jump the gun, Libra. Venus, planet of love and pleasure, enters the cardinal fire sign of Aries at 0 degrees on February the 7th. It stays in Aries until March 4th, okay? So that's that entire time we've got Aries there. So love can ignite in this fiery, competitive sign, okay? It'll bring in a renewed sense of passion and zest to your relationships, hopefully, if you've been missing that. During the new moon, though, on February 23rd, remember, Pisces is in there. So it's going to be squaring Jupiter in Capricorn. Be on the lookout for temporary changes, because of the retrograde. Some things are just temporary. That's temporary. Temporary changes in your relationships. And when I say relationships, I mean relationships across the board. Venus also deals with finances. So that's going to be people you have business relationships with, financial relationships with, your children, your relatives, your coworkers, your peers. Keep a cool head and think things through before making decisions. And make sure you're being honest with yourself and others, okay? That new moon is going to come in and may shake some things up for people. Now, Mars, the planet of challenges and energy, is in Sagittarius until February 16th, okay? So we've got that fire, that gusto to go and get things going, from Sagittarius being in Mars. And any planets or houses you have that are ruled by fire signs will have that vroom going, Now, on February 16th, it goes into Capricorn, boss sign, okay? So not only will you have the gusto, but you'll have, or not only will you have the energy and the gusto, you'll have the drive, and you'll know what you're doing. You're putting things down emphatically, But the thing is you want to have patience, okay? Don't move too quick because that retrograde. And you want to have a strategy, okay? It's about planning. If you've got a plan, you're way ahead of the rest, So plan your stuff out. Plan out what you're going to do, then do it, okay? After the retrograde, when you can blast off, not when you barely have traction or footing. Of course, during the retrograde, you always have to watch out for your phone going crazy or your laptop or your car or something like that. That's just how it is. Jupiter, the planet of, I'm sorry, I jumped the gun. I was on Mars. I apologize. I wanted to say to ward against being ruthless, Libra, during this time. Capricorn can be ruthless. Remember we were talking about Capricorn, Mars going into Capricorn on February 16th until the end of March. You don't want to be ruthless. Maintain self-control. Be better, not bitter. Okay? Let's maintain this focus on what we got to get done, okay? All right, Jupiter, planet of luck and expansion, entered Capricorn in December. It's going to be there until December of this year on the 18th. Okay? It's time to acquire wealth, social status, time to acquire material things. But you have to ask yourself, did you put in the work? If you did not put in the work, you cannot expect those blessings. Period. This isn't a magic show. I'm pretty realistic when it comes to giving you the facts. I'm giving you the straight facts. So put in the work, and reaping what you sow can be beneficial. Okay? That's reaping what you sow both ways. It's coming. Now, on February 20th, Jupiter is sextile Neptune, aspecting Pisces and Capricorn, which means inspiration can thrive at this time. Creativity can thrive at this time. Your dreams can thrive at this time because Neptune is about dreams, illusions, delusions, inspirations, inspirations. So allow your creativity to flow, allow your creativity to thrive. What can you come up with? What new ideas can you come up with? Sextile, by the way, is when two planets are at a 60 degree angle, forming a harmonious aspect or a favorable aspect, okay? So sextile is a good thing, okay? I know it sounds like it. It is. Saturn, planet of responsibilities, restriction, in reality, was affecting a part of our house of our chart for 2 years. Now Jupiter's there to bring ease in those areas. I will not go over the areas that affect you right now, Libra, or I won't go over that because I've done that already. You can look at my first 33-minute video that I put up in January. It's like one of my first videos. When I go through the transits, when I get to Jupiter, I explain how it affected every sign. If you don't want to do that, you can go to my author page, Raye Turonek, and scroll down. There's less posts on that page. That's like the business page. And you can go to the December newsletter. It's in there as well. We have two moons this month. One full moon. It's the snow moon on February 9th. It's in the fixed fire sign of Leo. Native Americans call this moon the hunger moon or the storm moon. But anyway, so here's looking at Leo, for that, and any planets or houses you have there will be affected. Now, the new moon on February 23rd is in the mutable water sign of Pisces. It's an emotional moon, so new things can pop up to bring out emotion in you, a deep emotion, whether it be a good thing or a not so good thing, But around that time, that's when that's what you'll be dealing with for that moon. So let's get into your individual astrology, Libra. So Libra season lasts from September the 23rd until October 23rd. Okay. Your sixth house of health, work, daily habits, they're all influenced by Mercury and Neptune at the beginning of February. And Mercury is the planet of communication and skills. Neptune is the planet of dreams and inspirations. Okay. So you want to seek healing remedies to counter any imbalances you're going through, in your health or news that comes in about your health. You want to go about healing yourself the right way, not through toxic vices or anything like that. Be honest with yourself about what needs to change. In opposition to your sun by Venus is going to cause conflicting opinions coming your way. As of course, it focuses on finances automatically because it's, Venus there. But it's conflicting opinions are going to be coming your way. Okay, so spend wisely, and maybe it's time for you to shift some things around where finances are concerned. If we're going to be honest with one another, or if I'm going to be honest with you, maybe it's time to move some things around. Not everyone is going to agree with you right now, but be open to listening to others. Just go ahead and listen to what they have to say. Even if you're not going to do it, have that listening ear. Okay. A compromising attitude will bode well for you. It'll keep rising tempers down, and it's better for your mental wellness as well as the mental wellness of others in your vicinity or atmosphere. The people you deal with on a regular basis. Remember, you should be balancing emotions right now. Libra, you're all about balance anyway. Okay? So channel your inner self and balance those emotions. When someone expresses anger, you express love. Okay? Counter that with positivity so you can get the goodness coming in. You're going to lead by example. It'll help you to bring in positive experiences, and positive people will be more attracted to you because you're putting out, good things, and you're acting in a gracious, good manner. So channel that Aquarian energy and network in different circles. Branch out. It's time to evolve beyond others' expectations of you, beyond what people thought you could do. It's not about what they think you can do. It's about what you think you can do, what you can do. So don't be scared. Branch out there. You can mingle amongst those other atmospheres and be successful. Now, your fifth house of creativity, romance, and children, along with your sixth house of work, health, and daily habits is impacted by the Mercury retrograde from February 17th to March 10th. These areas will be revisited. Creativity, going back over projects that you already have done. You know, your health, things at work needing to be redone. Things about your health, going back to the doctors, getting things checked out. You'll need to go through and you'll need to rework some things in those areas. They're going to be a focus because that's where the retrograde is hitting. Now, rework things that need to be tweaked. Like I said, these aspects actually are going to begin on February the 3rd, okay, because of the sun's position in Aquarius. It's already going to be hitting those houses, you know. So that's going to be your theme this month. Your health, your work, your daily habits, your creativity, your relationships with people across the board, just keeping those balanced so that your health, your mental wellness is better. All of those things are going to be a focus. And I'm Libra moon, so this is important for me as well. Thank you so much, Libra, for looking at the video. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'll see you next month, Libra.